Eastern Diamondback trying to steal my bike. What's up and welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're deep in the Everglades. Look at that. This is some pristine habitat. This trail you can only get to by bike, which is why we bring the Hovsco E-Ranger with the torque sensor, baby. Yeah, you heard me right, with the torque sensor. This thing right here, this is actually my first sponsor, Hovsco e-bikes. Look at that bad son bike. This bike right here can go 60 miles without running out of battery and goes up to 28 miles an hour. It's a perfect bike when you're hunting snakes in the Florida swamp, especially on trails like this where you cannot get on from a car. So we're gonna take this bike, we're gonna whip it around here. We're gonna see if we can find a diamondback, maybe some gators, maybe some fish. We definitely gotta come back out here with the fishing rods and catch some bass, because I see some stuff moving right there. This place has to be loaded full of bass. All right, guys, let's hop on this e-bike and see how many snakes we can catch tonight. This is gonna be awesome. Look at how beautiful it is out here. Now I'm truly amazed. I have never been to this spot, and this is right behind my house. Look at this. This is a nature preserve that I didn't know I could get into with a bike. I knew it was not accessible by cars, but I didn't know I could get this bad bike over here and hunt for snakes. So this is gonna be my new spot when it comes to finding rattlesnakes and all their kinds of Florida venomous. And we got a few little gators as well. Look at that. We got one right there, and one just went down over there, right where you see those ripples. Guys, I just saw a deer. Look at that deer, guys. He's a little buck. That was crazy. We ran into a huge buck, and when I pulled up on him, I was playing my speaker and my phone wasn't out, and he took off, but we caught up to him a little bit. You guys got a little bit of footage of him, but check out this crazy view. I can't get over these views. This is Florida right here. Grasslands, pristine grasslands with cypress hammocks. Look at that. What? And guys, look at this. This is an old turtle nest, and I can tell they're turtle shells because they're completely round. Snake eggs are oval, but turtles are completely round. And these were a successful nest. These did hatch. These weren't eaten by animals. You can clearly tell that these guys hatched. Look at that. The turtles will come right out of there, lay their eggs in here, and they'll hatch. Look at that. That is so cool. Guys, I can't make this up. The Hovsco e-bike is the best. You can get out here, you can get up on the animals, get up on the deer, and they don't hear you. Look at that. Nice little buck and a nice little doe. Wow. Look at that doe, she's taking off. Have a go at that beautiful buck right there. Wow. We're riding on a trail that probably hasn't been ridden on in years. You can hear just how loose the floorboards are. We're about to fall through this daggone thing. Jesus. Look at our first find of the night. A little barred owl. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Barn owl, barred owl, whatever you want to call it. Woo-hoo. It's an owl. Guys, I just saw a bobcat run across the road, and when it did, I looked off to the right. And what the heck? This is a little gnome city. Look at this. This is absolutely insane. I wonder where that door leads. Stuff you find in the glades, I'll tell you what. Let's fix that door up. Need to have a carpenter come out here and just redo this whole house. Look at this little friendly guy I just found. Little juvenile raccoon up in the tree. Ooh, he's dripping at the mouth. Maybe I should leave him alone. Whew, guys, we just found our first snake. Oh, he's right over here. It looks like a little green water snake. Look at that. We're out here on the Hovsco e-bike, killing it, baby. We're out here finding snakes. Now this terrain we're at, it's a huge grassland. You can see huge wetland full of grasses, a couple little pine forests. So mainly you're gonna find a lot of water snakes just because there's so much water in this area. But look at that guy. Oh, he is so cool. Let's see if we can pick this guy up. Ooh. And he bit me. You mother... you... Rainwater snake. Look at him, just biting at my boots. All right, and there he goes. But not without leaving me a little gift. All right, boys, let's get on out of here. Now check this out. If you guys look closely, when I zoom in, you can see that red dot right there. That's an alligator eye shine. Alligators actually have a reflective membrane in their eye. So when you shine the light in the canal like this, you can actually see all of the gators around. How cool is that? Fortunately for me, it makes it easy for them to find. But unfortunately for them, alligators can easily be poached this way. Woo, doggy, we're doing it. Pushing 20 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. On the back trail, looking for snakes. Woo, doggy. Oh boy, it's getting real. We got the flashlight, we got the Hovsco headlight, we got this display screen. Look at this. When I hit the throttle, we're going literally 20 miles an hour on this bike trail. Look at that. All right, y'all, day 2 headed on the Hovsco e-bike. As you can see, we're just giving her a little charge. This guy takes just a couple hours to charge, but when she is charged, she travels a full 60 miles before she dies. So we're gonna go ahead, hop on this bad boy. It's a little stormy out, but when it comes to herping, storms are really good. Now, when the rain falls, it has a lot of snakes, like coral snakes that come out of the earth, mud snakes that come out of the earth and like to travel, and just the barometric pressures makes a lot of other snakes travel as well. So we're gonna head out on our day 2 of the e-bike snake hunting adventures and see what we can find today. All right, on our way to the nature preserve. Check that bad boy out. We are scooting, son. I absolutely love this bike. Whether you're snake hunting, relaxing with the family, looking to just travel and drop stuff off and get stuff done, this right here is the bike you need to buy. Let me tell you right now. I seriously cannot get over this bike. This is one of the best trail bikes, one of the best mountain bikes I've ever been on. Now you have this assist pedaling where you just pedal a little bit and this bike takes off. But if you want to, you can just hit the throttle and this puppy just goes. Now, when we're snake hunting, we want to go a little bit slower, so I'm just using the pedaling feature, and we're kind of just cruising around here, checking in the grass, seeing if any snakes want to come out and look for some food. Now, this West Palm Beach area is a great area for coral snakes, eastern diamondbacks. We have tons of water snakes out here, garter snakes, all kinds of snakes. Uh-oh. What does that say? Good snake hunting spot. All right, let's go. Well, it says no fishing, no hunting, no watercraft, no pets, no horses. It doesn't say anything about herping. Let's go, boys. Guys, you are not gonna believe this. Look what we just found. This right here is an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. Now, guys, there's no other way we could have found this snake except for being on this bike. Let's grab a stake over here. Whew, it's a little long. Let's cut that up. All right, this right here is gonna be our snake hook for today. It's a little short, but it'll do. Guys, have a look at this eastern diamondback rattlesnake. This is the largest rattlesnake in the United States. Whew, found him right here at home. How crazy is this? And it's a fairly pretty one. Now you can see she is pissed off. We just rolled up on her on the bike. She is not having it. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna coil up. She's gonna get in that S-shaped position, and that means she is ready to strike. And look at that rattle. Dude, look at how long her rattle is. That is insane. Oh my gosh. We gotta get the bike over here to get an awesome thumbnail. All right, let's do this. This is so sweet. Look at that. We just found an eastern diamondback rattlesnake on the Hovsco e-bike. This is why I love this thing, because it's so quiet, it's so stealth. It allows you to sneak up to these animals without them even hearing you. Dude, the colors on this snake are absolute. Look at that tail. This is actually the first eastern diamondback I have found in Palm Beach County, and it has the longest rattle out of any other rattlesnake I've found in my entire life. Look at that. I'm shaking right now. Guys, look at this spot. This is one of the best places to catch an eastern diamondback. I mean, look at this. Perfect terrain. He's got logs. He's got holes over here where he probably lives in. He probably lives in one of these holes. This is literally the perfect terrain for an eastern diamondback rattlesnake. All right, where's my snake stick? We got to get a better look at this animal. This is amazing. And it actually looks like a little male. Oh, dude, I'm shaking right now. Does not get any better than this. This is one of the most beautiful specimens of an EDB I've ever seen, with the most pretty rattle in the most beautiful terrain on my new Hovsco e-bike. Hovsco, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for giving me this e-bike. The things I have been able to do after riding this e-bike, the animals I have been able to find is absolutely insane. Nice and defensive. Now the good thing is we're not on an actual road, so we don't really have to worry about cars. We don't really even have to move her off the trail. We're just gonna sit here, respect this animal, and watch her go on her way. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful snake. Dude, look at that on the e-bike. I told you, when the storm comes, the barometric pressure raises, and these snakes, they know a storm is coming. They know they need to find shelter, so they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna leave their dens and they're gonna go find a better place to stay warm. But guys, look at the light coloration on this eastern. Look at the massive rattle. Look at the venom glands on this puppy. Now, like I said, this is the largest rattlesnake in the United States. How crazy is that? And their venom is a hemotoxic as well as a neurotoxic venom that is going to wreak havoc on your central nervous system and the blood in your body. Look at that. You can see her. She's super curious. Those long tongue flicks, those are curious tongue flicks. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know if I'm a threat, if I'm prey, what I am. That's why she has those super long tongue flicks, because she's just trying to smell the situation out, see who I am, see, am I prey? Am I a predator? What's going on? Look at this, a rattlesnake on the Hovsco. Come on, guys, who does it better than me? An eastern diamondback trying to steal my bike. All right, we've had enough fun with this girl. We put her on the bike. We got some great videos, some great shots. Now, I do just want to get her off this trail a little bit. That way, if any more bikers or if any cars run down here, no one will have the chance to kill this beautiful girl. A rattlesnake that has lived and evolved in these Florida swamps to not just survive, but thrive out here. So she's entered the water. This is where she feels safe. This is where she feels at home. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get back on that e-bike and see if we can find some more snakes for you guys. But look at that, the beautiful eastern diamondback rattlesnake in their native habitat. This is so freaking cool. All right, boys, back on the e-bike, let's find another. And as you guys can see, I put this bad boy to the test. We've got her full of dirt. We've tested the suspension, we've tested the speed, we've tested the brakes. And let me tell you what, this bike is an absolutely awesome purchase. I would highly recommend getting on the Hovsco train and getting one of these badass bikes. Whew. All right, guys, I literally just broke down on the Hovsco, but guess what? It's not their fault. It's my fault. It wasn't turning on. I looked at the connections and I just went so hard catching snakes that I busted that connection. So we're gonna pop that together and hopefully she'll start back up. All right, connection's fixed. Let's see if she starts. Yes! Hey, I'll tell you what, I can definitely break it, but I can definitely fix it too. Let's head on, boys. Crank her up to 3, 4, 5, and yo. Oh no! Guys, this is such a perfect spot to find an eastern diamondback, and that is actually my second eastern diamondback in 1 week. You guys haven't even seen the footage of the first one. I was driving to my buddy David's house and I literally almost clipped about a 4-foot eastern diamondback. I'll show you guys that footage right now. Guys, check this out. I'm heading over to my buddy David Weather's house, and as I'm crossing the road, we find this eastern diamondback. Look at how beautiful. This is North America's largest snake. Now we got cars going all around, so we really want to get her in that nature preserve. Come on, mama. Woo, she's striking. Go. Come on, out of here. Oh. Go ahead. All right. Doesn't look like she'll be coming back this way. Whew. How freaking awesome is that, dude? Wow. Off into the grass she goes. All right, we're back on the trail. This trail, let me tell you what, there's tons of deer, tons of hogs, bobcats, all kinds of stuff on this trail right now. Me, Tyler, and Alex headed out here the other day, and a deer literally came out of the woods and almost took us out while we were riding our bikes. Now that's the thing about these e-bikes, they're so stealth, they're so quiet, you can get right up on the wildlife. But also, the wildlife don't hear you coming, so when they do see you, you're right on their tail, and they usually freak out. But that's a good thing for us because we always love sneaking up on the wildlife. Let's take a little stop. Now I found this big wood pile. These wood piles, dead trees with bark everywhere, these are perfect places for snakes to hide. I want to be very careful because I am in sandals. So if I do see another diamondback, I have to be extremely careful because they will come out underneath the log and bite you right in your foot. And a diamondback that size, the one we just caught, you might not make it out of the swamp. A great herping area. We're definitely going to be coming back here during the winter to herp during the day. And I'm super glad Hovsco sent me this e-bike because there's literally no other way I would be able to get back here. Now these are Fish and Game and South Florida water management trails. So these trails are not accessed by the public. You can only get here on a bike. Now, before I get out of here, I just came back to this same spot and I want to check all of these holes because if there's one diamondback, there has to be another. Look at these holes. These are just covered in pine leaves, and it makes these perfect terrains for these snakes and other wildlife to come through. Look at that. Such a good spot. Let's keep looking. I'm stuck. I'm a little stuck. And this Hovsco e-bike also doubles as a fire starter. You do this for long enough, you're bound to start a fire. And that is the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed watching me hunt snakes on the Hovsco e-bike, comment down below what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and the most important part, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.